Aloha, and welcome to the Hawaii HFMA podcast, E Komo Mai, your to-go place for connection, inspiration, and insight into our Hawaii healthcare financial community. I'm your co-host, Peter.
And I'm your co-host, Tammy. We have a great podcast for you today. We're highlighting one of our new members to our HFMA chapter and one of our chapter sponsors. It'll be exciting to hear how they got involved with HFMA Hawaii chapter.
Aloha, ladies. Thank you for taking the time to talk with us today. We're going to start off by introducing you both and tell us where you currently work, what you do, and how long you've been in healthcare finance, and how long you've both been a part of the HFMA. First, let's start with our new Hawaii chapter member, Shai.
Hi, hello. Thanks for having me, guys. As Peter said, my name is Shyann Nagamine, and I'm currently a patient account rep team lead at My Health, and I've been working in the healthcare finance for almost 5 years now.
Wow.
And I've been a member with HFMA for about 7 months.
Yeah.
And I'm excited to be here.
Thank you, Shyann. We're excited you're here too. I would like to introduce you to one of our chapter sponsors, Ramona Hernandez from Boolient.
Hi, everybody. Aloha to my HFMA Ohana in Hawaii. My name is Ramona Hernandez. I'm the Chief Revenue Officer and co-founder with a company called Boolient. I've been a lifelong HFMA member. I've served my local chapter in Northern California, probably in every single role there is, including past president with Northern California chapter. I served 4 years right behind Tammy, your very own Tammy Dumlao, as a former regional executive for Region 11. Probably one of my best times ever. And I currently serve as on the national team with Lean Team, formerly known as the CAT team. And I also serve as a mentor with the mentorship program. So I stay very active with the Western region programs and with the provider outreach and engagement and with my local chapter. So thank you for having me, and I'm happy to be here.
Well, thanks, Ramona. It's definitely inspiring. Get on your level one day, hopefully. So.
I should say lifetime, because it's really been a lifetime. So maybe 2.
I hear you.
Maybe 2. Yeah.
All right. Let's get to know a little bit more about you and HFMA, Shyann. How did you get involved with HFMA? What was the first HFMA event that you attended, and what drove you to become a member?
So actually, I decided to get involved with HFMA with a little push from a former coworker. I'm pretty sure you guys know her, Brianna. Because
so
naturally,
you were voluntold. You were voluntold, huh?
Not voluntold. I mean, she's mentioned it about prior years before I joined, and I'm a shy person and I get really nervous when meeting new people. So I decided to step out of my shell and get more exposure to the healthcare finance world. Yeah, and my first HFMA event was the one held this past year, the Hawaii chapter annual conference on Oahu. And it was very nice because I got to meet a lot of people and get a feel of what HFMA is all about.
What was your first impression?
It was a little overwhelming just because I'm not used to that type of setting, but overall it was good. I got to learn about a lot of new stuff that I didn't know, or some of the background of things. So, yeah.
Good. And then I have one more question. Since you've been involved, what so far has been an impact to you, either personally or with your job? What stands out?
Impact-wise, just overall everybody coming together to do what they love and help our community and trying to smoothen out, I guess, to make things easier for our patients.
Awesome. Thank you. Thank you for sharing your stories.
Yeah.
Okay. Let's go to Ramona. What made you choose the Hawaii chapter to sponsor?
over the years, I spent a lot of time with all of you in Hawaii, personally, professionally. And so it's been, you've developed, Shyann, I was also voluntold to do this a long time ago. And you develop lifelong friendships and connections. And I've done that here in Hawaii or there in Hawaii. And so Hawaii's really became my second chapter to my primary chapter here in Northern California. But my heart is there. And, the chapter has always impressed me because they've always been so welcoming and supportive of my endeavors. I'm like a serial entrepreneur, and you guys have always shown so much support. The teamwork and collaboration is second to none, you guys. You guys show up, you hard work, you show up in numbers, and it's impressive, and you really, really show up every single time, and you humble us larger chapters throughout the country. So well done. And so of course, I always tell people as a mentor, as a mother, as, someone in leadership, you want to surround yourself around people that are smarter than you, stronger than you, that are going to lift you up. And that's what Hawaii does. So as a sponsor and supporter, I'm right there with you guys. And I'm happy that you guys have taken me in as well. So I'm there. You guys might be tiny, but you're mighty. So
Thank you. How many years? I know you had different areas that you were with, different companies. So when was it that you first sponsored the Hawaii chapter? Do you remember?
it's probably been, so I've been doing this close to 30 years. So I want to say probably the last 15 to 18 years.
Yeah.
Yeah. And so I'm a repeat. And I'm not going away anytime soon. So
That's good.
yeah. So I love you guys' mission and leadership driving it. So I'm in it to win it. So I'm in it with you guys.
Thanks, Ramona, for your support for the chapter. And no matter where you go in life, you always make sure that you're supporting our chapter in any way you can. It's much appreciated.
Yes,
Got it.
All right, Shyann, what do you think you will benefit being a new member? Is there something that you're looking to develop in your leadership skills or learning about the things going out in the world in healthcare finance? What is one of the things you hope to gain from being a member this year?
Yeah, so I think this year, I know it was brought up before about the Certified Revenue Cycle Representative, the CRCR certification. So I'm hoping to get officially certified in that. I started the process, and hopefully in the next couple of months, that'll be done. I'm also hoping to get more comfortable in speaking because I get really nervous and shy. And it doesn't help that I work from home. So
Yeah.
it's the little baby steps to get there.
Oh, but you're doing awesome just being here.
Thank
And
you.
it's so ironic how your name is Shyann.
I know.
Shyann, who's shy?
I know.
I love it.
Thank you for sharing that.
Yeah.
Ramona, what about you? As a longtime HFMA member, what are you benefiting from being a member? What are the things you look forward to and why you still do it?
Oh my gosh. Well, I think I would go into a deep depression if I got out, if I retired today, because all my friends and family are a part of this. Like I said, there's the countless friendships, the innovation, the networking, the Cheyenne, you're going to run across problems that you could network with other chapters and other members in similar positions as you to solve common problems. And I couldn't have done it without HFMA. To me, it goes hand in hand. So, and I love that we share our common problems and problem solving across the country. So.
All right, thanks, Ramona. So, as you mentioned, your daytime career, what made you be a part of Boolient?
Doing this, so this is my 5th company, founding and co-founding. I I'm back into business with my old business partners, our third company together. So we've done this for a long time. So we come from a place of the know-how and the need of listening to our clients and what's going on in the industry. There's a lot of need for productivity and for efficiencies. And right now is an exciting time. I know there's a lot, it's a challenging time, right? When there's chaos, there's actually opportunity to fix the chaos, to fix things. And so we founded this company because of the need for efficiencies and productivity in the revenue cycle. We provide an integrated solution that eliminates the need to resolve problems that have already been solved, right? And with AI and large language models, it makes things a lot faster and more efficient. And I know that sounds really scary to some folks, but it's allowing us to do a lot more with less resources that we have today and the ask, right? So we've been able to move magnitudes in a short period of time. So we're doing so much more that we're able to do today with the technology than even 2 years ago. Things have like lightning speed up, we've been able to make bigger impacts in technology and things that we're able to do. And we just have to stay relevant to what and be able to counteract what the payers are doing to us, right? So anyway, it's fun. I'm excited about the times that we're in because we're solving those problems and we're doing it together. Like Ann Jordan said, Ann Jordan's our CEO for HFMA. And she said, if we're waiting for the government to come save us, they're not going to. So we need to work together. We need to work together and solve those problems together. So
I hear you. Hey, Shyann, did you know before you joined HFMA, did you know that there's all these vendor business partners out there that have tools that help with the revenue cycle? Did you know?
Yeah. So actually, when I started at Maui Health, they already had a couple different vendors that we work with. At first, I was like, why do we need them? But after being in this industry, it's like, yeah, we do need help, to help streamline things. And we don't have all the bodies, you can say, to help us. So we do need to reach out to other people for help.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Interesting.
I think that's, I started my career off in a hospital setting, and I was always like, why do we have vendors in here?
Yeah.
We have staff, but they're doing
Mhm.
something completely else, and you don't really, you just see them as outsiders. So that's now that I'm a vendor, I'm like, oh yeah, we're here to help.
partners.
So.
We're partners.
Yes.
Yeah.
We're
And
partners.
I think that mindset has been changing ever since COVID.
Yes.
You know,
Mhm.
we are now partners, and we're you're not a vendor, and we're not the provider. We're together. We are trying to get where we need. So that's
And a
cool.
lot of us switch back and forth, right? So like I come from the clinical side. I'm a nurse by trade. So I got into this because I did nurse case management utilization review.
Mhm.
So that's how who would have thought I was going to be in revenue cycle? But, but here I am. So it just depends on where, I mean, a lot of us started, and I was a biller. I was an operator too. I know how to bill, so I was an operator. And so you learn, I mean, there's opportunities. Like I said, when there's chaos, there's opportunity. And so
Let's get into that. So we're all connected to revenue cycle. What do you think the biggest challenges are right now with revenue cycle, starting with Shyann?
I think that's a loaded question. But for me, I specialize in waitlist and long-term care billing, and the biggest challenge right now, I think, is educating the payers on how to process claims because it's so specific and complex, and it doesn't help that a lot of the payers' claims teams are offshore. So sometimes getting it across and being on the same page as a payer can be a little bit difficult. That's something that we're trying to get through currently for our organization is payer education and trying to understand
That's
why.
such a specific billing, right? Like wait
Mhm.
list. So when you have to explain to them why the claim should process, and it's such a scripted denial, right? Oh, okay,
Mhm.
right. Well, send it
Well,
back for process.
and it's Hawaii. It's more in Hawaii.
Yeah, it's like
The
Hawaii
wait listing
specific.
problem. Yeah, because for our listeners, in Hawaii, we don't have enough beds, long-term care beds to transfer our patients to. So they have to sit in the acute hospital and wait for a bed to open up. So they're occupying our acute beds. So, and we get paid at a lower level of care, but it is such a unique thing and challenging.
How about you, Ramona?
I think just staying relevant and keeping up with the payers. They're using, I think it's going to be the bot against the bots. And so they're using technology against us, right? Against, and I say us, I mean the providers, to deny for denials and generic denials, VARC and ARC codes that doesn't give you very much explanation of why they're denying it. So people have to go and do the research and this and that. And the pure volume itself is exhausting, right? And then things are changing within the contracts and they're short paying. Is it worth going after those little dollars and things like that? So they're winning in that sense. And so they're outsmarting us because they know that we don't have the time or the bandwidth and the resources to go after them, right? And to hold them accountable for those little dollars and all those things they're just slipping through the crack. And they're doing it just right under our nose. And no one's really paying attention. And so technology, I think we need to utilize it against them too. And that's what I said, the partners, there's some providers out there that are doing it themselves and they have big enough teams, but that's where your partners are going to be very, very useful to you and to work together to find those gaps and to be able to recover because everything counts.
Yes.
Everything counts. The way that it's transforming, it's changing so rapidly. So there's something, what we're doing today, maybe we're the only ones doing it today, but maybe not next week. So, things are going to changing really, really fast.
Yeah. I would say something I've been recently challenged with is the demand of medical record requests. One example that I recently came across was the payer contracts with a vendor to do all of our sepsis review. So basically our inpatient stays, that high dollar claims, anything over 100,000. So they hired a team of doctors just to review our sepsis. So they put the request through, they're on the mainland, so they will send the request. By time I timed it, by the time it gets to our lockbox and scanned where we can actually review it, it's 2 weeks turnaround time. By that point, we're already over the deadline to give our medical records. In some cases, they're recouping. And so anyways, something that I recently had to escalate was, how are we being held accountable for living on an island? It's not that we don't want to provide you with your medical records, but we don't even have time to. So we're talking about setting up a SFTP site so we can start translating those records more electronically and getting more timely responses. But it's just the demand and request have increased, and my staff, with what I have, it's just we're all challenged with how much requests actually come through in a day. We probably get over 50 requests a day of medical record requests, whether they're not going to process the claim without them, or they paid and now they want the medical records randomly. So, and then they'll recoup it if they don't get the records. So I think altogether, the medical record requests have been challenging for me. So
Wow,
That's true.
How about you, Tammy?
Well, to me, I think there is so much going on at the same time. It's just really hard to keep up with it. All the rules on price transparency, the No Surprise Act, the denials, the big beautiful bill, all of that all coming down all at once, and trying to really grasp it and get a good hold on it. And at the same time, still trying to fill our empty slots, work with our business partners to keep the cash coming in, us changing systems to better ourselves, but there's still that transition period that you have to go through, but the demands are so high to keep the cash coming in. So it's a lot. I love it, but it's a lot.
Yeah.
Well, let's keep this going. Shyann, what is your most memorable event, HFMA event, of course, that you attended? Even
Well,
if you weren't a
honestly,
member. Yeah, even if you weren't a
um,
member.
honestly, this past November was my very first HFMA event, and it was my first conference.
Oh,
So that would say is the most memorable because it was my first time. My first time meeting everybody. I was voluntold to introduce one of the sponsors, so that got me a little nervous too and had a little bit of anxiousness. But I think it was a good turnout. I was also part of the committee, so
yeah.
I was introduced to a lot of people that I hadn't met in person. So it was good to put a name to a face to everybody. And so, yeah,
Well, that's awesome. And you did good on your
You did
introduction.
great. You did great.
thank you.
Ramona, what about you?
Well, I love always coming to Hawaii. So Hawaii is always one of my favorite events. This last Western Symposium, which is our regional event that we have with Region 10 and 11, Hawaii showed up, like I said, in big numbers this year. And you guys win all the prizes, by the way.
Because we
luck.
go and visit everyone.
They do. And you guys win all the prizes. I think all the innovation that was shown this year, the new business partners, the providers that came from all over the country outside of our regions, just looking for solutions, looking to network with other providers that have similar issues, and everyone's interested in problem solving and really having dialogue of what they're doing and how they're doing it. That to me stood out. It was larger, but the main conversation was, how are you doing and what are we doing and how are we going to do it together? We may have different ways of doing it, but there's similar challenges. We're not alone.
Yes.
Mhm.
So I have a couple. I mean, every event that we go to, I think, and I've been going this for a long, long, long time, but I remember my very first national annual conference was all the way in Maryland, and I went there.
Yeah.
And I was so overwhelmed with the exhibit arena and all of the big displays that the vendors had put, I mean, with hanging from the ceiling. I mean, it was unreal. So that was like my wow, this is unreal moment. But my favorite, and I probably am biased, was our last year annual conference. I was able to get Jeff Johnson, the past RE, to be to help me with the installation of the officers. So he was Maui, and he dressed in a Maui outfit and actually tried to do like a hula, and he did really, really well.
He did really
worked
well.
hard. And and he even helped me make a background and helped me with my theme, and it came out really good. So that's my most memorable one.
It was very memorable. It was really good.
Yeah, well, that Jeff Johnson, I saw him wear that several times. I think he just wears it on Saturdays for fun at this point.
We all love Jeff.
Love that man.
Mine would probably be the first ever event getting involved with HFMA. My company at the time actually set me to speak. And I didn't even know HFMA. I knew nothing about it. But my company believed in me enough to go speak and do a presentation. And I was not a member. I didn't know anybody. And that would have probably been the annual conference in 2022 or 2023. And ever since then, I'm like, this is like a family. I mean, how do I get more involved? And some of the people I work with now, I met them at the conference, and I didn't even have ties with them at the time. And it's just a small world. You never know what's going to happen, who you're going to work with. So I think that's the most memorable for me. And Shy, I was so nervous speaking. It was like my first time at an event, and I never done anything like that before. And I'm way more comfortable now. So I think the skills are continuing to be developed, being more comfortable, and came with time.
Yeah. I would say that the professional development piece that you gain along with it is invaluable. Yeah.
Yes. Peter, I think we're going to do our quick round.
So what is your favorite local food, starting with Cheyenne?
My favorite local food, I would say, is hamburger steak or a good breaded teriyaki. I know it's a Maui thing because when I visit Oahu, you don't see breaded teriyaki anywhere.
No.
So a good breaded teriyaki. It's basically teriyaki marinated with breaded outside.
Oh.
Yeah.
Wow.
How about you, Ramona?
I like a good Terry burger. They're on the island, and I like musubis.
Oh, yes.
I love musubis.
Can't go wrong with those.
I love musubis. So, yeah.
How about you, Tammy?
Mine is fried chicken. I love fried chicken.
I've never been to Jollibee yet, ever. I've never had it. So, and I heard they had good fried chicken. So
yes. What about you, Peter?
Yeah, mine's probably, so if you know, there's like the Aloha Sushi franchises here. They're all over the island, but one specifically in Nuuanu, it's like the best one, but it's a crunch don, so it's rice for your base, fried potatoes, and then spicy ahi on top of it. It is like my favorite poke bowl ever. So
wow,
you gotta try it, the crunch don.
Wow. Okay. So one more question for all of you. We're going to start with Shyann. If you could describe yourself in one word, what would that word be and why?
I don't like describing myself, and I'm not very good with words, so I would choose kind. I know it's basic, but I like to think that I'm easygoing, make others feel welcomed, and lend a helping hand when needed. So, kind.
Well, Cheyenne, you have that kind aura around you.
Oh, thank you.
Yes. Ramona,
Once I break out of my shell.
Yes. What about you, Ramona?
I just try to be, I don't know if, I tried to be authentic, just be myself. Good, bad, ugly, it's authentic.
That's awesome. That's an awesome word.
I just try
Peter,
to be
what about
authentic.
you?
I would say driven. I feel once I put my heart into something, I go all in. Hopefully, those that have worked with me know my work type. I'm like a workhorse by nature, so I definitely would say driven. How about you, Tammy?
Mine is loyal. I will be loyal. You guys know me? Yes, that's what I am.
Yes. Loyal she is.
Well, thank you, Cheyenne and Ramona, for being a part of this podcast. You are also amazing.
Yes, and thank you, Shyann, for becoming a new member.
Yes.
We hope you enjoy the ride, and a big mahalo to you, Ramona, for always supporting our chapter.
Always. Look forward to seeing you guys all soon.
Yes.
To our listeners, mahalo for tuning in. Be sure to check out our website. Just Google HFMA Hawaii, and you'll find us. Follow us on social media platforms, anything HFMA Hawaii related, LinkedIn, Facebook, YouTube, Instagram. We're all on there.
Yeah, and we, like Ramona said, we have our HFMA Hawaii annual conference coming up. April 19th to 21st at Prince Waikiki. It's going to be a great event, and so register early because there are early bird rates, so take advantage of them. And until next time, remember, E Komo Mai, let us stand together.
That's right. This episode of Hawaii HFMA E Komo Mai podcast is brought to you by Boolient. Boolient specializes in a platform that incorporates root causes solutions of 1,000 revenue cycle problems.
To learn more about Boolient, please visit their website at boolient.com. Thank you, Boolient, for your support of Hawaii HFMA and this podcast.